Ice cream pizza, shawty. Yo, that's nasty. Woo. Welcome back. I am Nicholas Alexander Berg, and let's talk episode 2 of Miss Marvel. Let's go, let's get it. If you know, you know, but if you don't, for recaps, I talk spoilers. If you want my quick thoughts, I love this episode. Go watch it, come back, and then watch me. Spoilers. I love how this episode starts. Kamala is so confident going into school, as she should be. She's a fan of superheroes, and now, like any fan, she has powers now. And she's riding this high of saving the day, saving Zoe's life at Avengers Con. So it's really cool to see that she's happy. I said this in my last video, but Imanvellani really pulls you into this character. She does an amazing job portraying Kamala when it comes to like things like her body movements, her facial expressions. She is really selling the emotion and awkwardness of being a teenager in high school, and it brings you back as a viewer to when you were like that, and you just can't get enough of this performance. We see Kamala meet up with Bruno in the hallway, and the chemistry is unbelievable. They have so much chemistry. You want them to be together. I feel so bad for Bruno, and I'll get into that a little bit later in this. But Bruno has some very serious competition now. I will say I like how Zoe isn't a bully. She's not the best person, but she's not a bully. And I think it's so easy for the writing to get caught up in the cliche of, oh, I'm a bully, but I also like the superhero, and the person I'm bullying is actually the superhero. So I appreciate the writers of the show for not going down that path. Later, we see Bruno helping Kamala train and learn how to use her powers, and it just hits you again like, this man likes you, Kamala, and I need you to wake up and realize this idiot of a guy is willing to not go to whatever fancy school that's giving him a fancy full ride for next semester, just so he can be with you more. And we know that he likes you because he liked you before you even had powers. He likes you for you. Oh my God. In this training scene we're watching, we get to see some of the effects of Kamala's powers, and they don't look the best. Like, they're okay. I wonder will they look any better with a movie budget, especially in the Marvels. But I mean, after seeing zombie Doctor Strange, I have no expectations. We learn in this scene that Kamala's powers are coming from inside of herself and not from the bracelet. We learn that the bracelet just unlocked these abilities that were already inside of her. So how did they get there? I don't know. I mean, I know how they got there in the comics, but of course this is different. So I'm kind of interested to see what is the origin of this. Also, her power set is very creative. She's making steps for her to step on. She's making slides she can slide across. And I'm very interested to see with a movie budget, after this character has been established for some time, how creative can she get in battle. So I'm looking forward to the Marvel's film, and hopefully we get to see this more developed. Let's talk about Cameron, or Mr. Steal Your Girl in Your Face. Bruno, oh Bruno, I felt so bad. He's watching his girl, who isn't even his girl, get tooketh away. He should have went to Doctor Strange, just like Peter did, and say, Strange, I need you to take him out. He trying to take my girl out. Please hit him with the I'm talking about Kamala likes this man's music, his taste in movies, the car he's driving. Bruno cannot culturally compete. They even exchange numbers in his face. That's some dirty, oh my God, that's some dirty work. Oh my God. Let's talk about the bathroom scene. Yasmin Fletcher plays Nakia, and she's talking to Kamala. The way this is shot, it's like a wide frame, and it boxes them in. You just have the sinks and like the corners. And what it does is it makes the scene feel claustrophobic, and it makes the scene feel intimate. Nakia talks about not belonging and her dual ethnicities. Before this scene, I didn't really buy them as friends because we didn't really see them do anything. But after this, I got it. It's a very touching and humanizing scene. And what it does, it allows Nakia and Kamala to relate about two totally different things that are similar. As I said, Nakia is talking about her dual ethnicities and some of the issues that she's had with that. And Kamala is also a superhero now. So it's like they both have two sides to themselves. And this conversation, what it does is shows you that, hey, no matter what's going on, I'm your friend and I got you. And vice versa. Damage control dude's up to no good. Still think he's a Skrull. Okay, boom. We're at the end of the episode, and Nightlight, Miss Marvel, is saving the day. And side note, the kid she is saving is wearing the Versace's that Nakia. First of all, Nakia has Versace's. Anyway, the kid's wearing the shoes that Nakia said was stolen. That's what you get messing around stealing folks stuff. You fall out of a building. As Kamala is saving the day, she sees this random lady appear, and she's surrounded by energy and imagination. And then we fast forward to Kamala running from the Stark drones that Damage Control has got, as well as the sonic cannons. These are the same sonic cannons that were in the She-Hulk trailer, so I thought that was cool. But she's on the run, and just so conveniently, Cameron pulls up in his Porsche. Kamala gets in this man's car and folds immediately. Breaks rule number 1 of being a superhero. She takes off her freaking mask. Kamala, girl, hold it together. And Kamala looks in the back seat and sees that random woman she just saw. Episode ends. Ooh. It was a pretty solid episode. I really loved it. I loved the music. I loved the lighting and color choices. I love the direction of it all. We had some references to the bigger MCU. We had an Eternals reference as well. And honestly, I can go on and on about what I liked about this episode, but I have a full-time job. In fact, this is what I had on at work minus my glasses. It's been a very long day for me. You're probably watching this in the daytime, but it's super late right now for me, and it's time for me to get to bed. But before I go, I will say this. This episode reminds me about why the MCU was so successful post Avengers 1. And that's because this is a teen story that just so happens to be about a superhero. So for example, Winter Soldier is an espionage spy film that just so happens to be about a superhero. And this mixing of genres is what got Marvel so popular and so strong post Avengers 1. It kept people engaged and interested. It was a different theater experience, different superhero experience, mixing these genres, and I'm happy that we're seeing that in this show. From how this episode ended, it seems like we're about to move away a little bit from the high school aspect of it into like I have to go be a superhero aspect of it. And I'm curious to see how this goes. I've really been enjoying the high school aspect of it. It's only been 2 episodes, and it's one of my favorite MCU shows that we have. So how did you feel? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe and share and hit that notification bell for me, please. And look out for my Lightyear review. That's going to be coming very soon, maybe even tomorrow. And as always, thank you so much for watching.